Hey everybody, what's up? We're back. Those wrestling girls. It's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen PR.
And we have a fun episode today. Being that SummerSlam is literally right around the corner.
Very much around the corner.
We are going to talk about greatest SummerSlam moments, our predictions, and just have fun with it. And we know my predictions be spot on.
And they really do. They really do. And I like SummerSlam. You've been to SummerSlam.
I've been to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I've been to SummerSlam twice. Yes, yes.
Because it's been in Brooklyn a lot recently.
I think it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
It's 4 years.
In your hometown.
My hometown. Our hometown.
Yes.
My neighborhood.
New York.
But I'm sad that it's not here this year.
I know. It's in Canada.
I mean, I could drive. You know, we can go
to Toronto.
I got my little
I think we could go to
passport.
Toronto.
It's cool.
And a lot of big moments happening in Canada. That's a good wrestling place. So I think it's going to be a dope show. Should we start with the past? Should we start with the future of SummerSlam?
I mean, I think we should just jump right in. Being that you said it's a good place, that it had a lot of its moments. Mm-hmm. And going back home, we have two top Canadians fighting.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty big.
So do you want to talk about Dream Match
or
rivalry first?
Let's talk about the Dream Match. Charlotte Flair and Trish Stratus. That necessarily wasn't my dream match, per se. Like, I was thinking more like Sasha and Trish or Alexa and Trish. But once it started going...
Alexa?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe their size. I don't know. I just thought that would be like a good match. And when Alexa was calling
people stick
her,
together, I guess. I don't know.
I thought it would be a good match. They had a lot of good back and forth for Evolution, but then Alexa ended up not being in that match. So I always wondered like what that match would be like.
Right. I mean, that's fair.
But once I saw Charlotte and Trish in the ring together, I was like, wait, I want this to happen.
I want it to happen, but I don't like the delivery of it. I'm just so sick of the role of Charlotte begging to be in SummerSlam or begging to be. Like, sis, you came out dressed like you were going to fight somebody. Like, Trish could have gave you that chick kick real quick. And that's not even her move. That's Mickie James' move. But that's the kick that she does too. And it would have been over in them heels. Like, you understand? I'm just so tired of that delivery. It just seems so stale. So not rehearsed.
Yeah.
Lack of a better term.
I liked that Charlotte, the queen, came dressed like royalty to King's Court. I think that was fire. If she would have just came out dressed regular, then it just kind of would have been so lame.
But even dressed regularly, she still carries herself as the queen. True. So her garments, her attire really, for me, didn't matter. I'm just tired of the whole, okay, Charlotte, you're going to do the begging thing again. And then what? Put you in a match.
But when did she? I don't think she begged. I think she issued a challenge. Like, if Charlotte's the number one in the game. And
did you watch last week?
I did. And they say that Trish is number one. I mean, who else?
I'm talking about begging in the sense of how can they not have me, Charlotte? Like, it's like
she's the queen.
But if it's nothing for you, then there's nothing for you.
But there is
like,
always
why
something
do you
for
go,
Charlotte. That's the thing.
Why do you have to go?
There.
Why do you have to go and make this whole scene? And since you was again gone on hiatus, on vacation, or whatever,
the queen can do whatever she
with
feels.
your boo.
She could leave, come
and
back,
then come back and just think you're gonna supposed to
come in
overjump,
and get another opportunity,
overstep everybody else. Goodbye. I mean, but
I like it.
For me, it is a dream match because Trish, like she said, to be the woman, you got to beat the woman. Trish is that woman.
She is, and Charlotte recently took her record away for the most women's championships too.
Yeah, she's at 9.
I'm surprised they didn't.
I thought when Charlotte was like, I would have expected better from a 7-time women's champion, and then did a play on, okay, well, not really, coming from a 9-time women's champion. I would have been like, oh, like something, like give me some more, give me something else besides that. And it's just like, okay, that was dry, it was stale, it was frozen. But, we like the match. And why do this 2 weeks before or a week before? Like, granted, we already knew when Trish was coming to King's Court that was going to happen. Yeah. Somebody literally spilled it before.
Yeah. It was talked about so much. I was like, oh, it's official, right? And I was like, oh, wait, it's not. But then everyone just was waiting for Charlotte's music.
Right. I tweeted, I was like, okay, cue in Charlotte's music. Like, it was a given. But I just feel like the delivery should have been better, way, way better.
I wish they had more, like you said, so 2 weeks before, I wish they had more time to really have really good, like, one-on-one.
Because Trish, you know, she's the mom, you know, she's into yoga, she's, everything. We don't know if she probably has ring rust. Because we saw her evolution. There was some ring rust. It wasn't as bad as other legends who have come back, but
she comes back. She comes back pretty okay. Yeah, pretty decent.
And coming from Trish, you don't want to see pretty decent. You want to see that Trish from Attitude Era. That
I hope she's training hard because Charlotte's a beast.
Yeah, that's
not someone you just
Trish.
come in if you don't really know what you're doing. Like, you got to come in and really be on it when it comes to that. So let's do a blast in the past. So I wanted to do SummerSlam for the women's evolution. So I asked Twitter when the women's evolution or Divas Revolution started, and they said 2013.
Okay.
So 2013 feels, first of all, like a whole nother universe when it comes to like where the women's division is.
So far ago.
On the pre-show, we got Natalya with Cameron and Glass from the Past, and Naomi against Brie with Eva Marie and Nikki Bella. Now, and this was all
Total Divas
type feuds trying to get that show. I think they said Total Divas literally like every 5 minutes in that era. It was just like, okay, we get it. They're on Total Divas. Yes. And then we had Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn. Who did we see Caitlyn?
Caitlyn came back at Reunion.
And they were against AJ Lee and Big E. So Big E wasn't even in the New Day in 2013. That's how far behind that was.
Big E was wearing like the Rastafari colors.
Yeah.
The green, red, and yellow. Like,
I love looking back on how pay-per-views and stuff changed like per year, because it just shows you like a snapshot of what was happening. Like, Cody Rhodes is on that card. Damian Sandow was on that card.
Oh, they need to bring back Sandow. I'm sorry.
Alberto Del Rio. Christian was still wrestling. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. It's just like, that just seems
that's
like
a
such,
match.
Oh yeah, like
maybe I should watch that.
Right, SummerSlam 2013. It's good. So Natalya ended up beating Brie. But of course there was a lot of like interference, and back then this is when the Bella Twins dressed like little salsa. Remember they used to dress like that?
They trying to get into their Mexican roots.
Yeah, they didn't even start dressing like their boyfriends yet at this point, which was funny. And then in 2014, I think, was that one of our favorite ones? 2014?
Maybe.
Was that one of our favorites?
I feel like 2014. Listen, like you said, SummerSlam.
All the good moments,
but it's such a blur when you have so much wrestling stuff racing. You just can't really pick up on what happened then and what you know.
I can remind. I'm gonna remind you in 2 seconds, girl. In 2 seconds.
Oh wait, 2014, Brie and Stephanie.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So the crazy thing about that one is I never thought the Bella Twins would go against each other.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either.
I was just waiting for Nikki to come out. I was just waiting for. And Triple H was there. I was like, okay, this is gonna be.
But that was a good feud. That was a good build-up.
It was a good build-up.
Oh my gosh, that was
such a nice tie-in with Daniel Bryan, because it just made I didn't hate that because it made so much sense.
It made so much sense.
Like, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm messing with my husband. I'm tired of this shit. Now, y'all coming for me.
But 2014 was also the year that Daniel Bryan won both championships from. Yeah,
that was a pretty good year.
Yeah, it was a good year for the Bryans. for the Danielsons.
For the Danielsons. That definitely was a good one. And who did you end up cheering for, Nikki or Brie?
I'm Team Brie.
Yeah,
I'm Brie mode all day. Like,
I definitely should have known
Brie mode all day.
Facts. So I feel like the Bella Twins always have like memorable like SummerSlam moments, because then remember Nikki came back during SummerSlam during that tag match after her neck injury, and I've always felt like that comeback was kind of.
I was just watching that match.
Underrated. Was that 2016?
I was just watching that match. They play. Facebook has everything.
Oh yeah.
They played the whole match.
Oh really?
And I was just watching that match because that's when the whole Eva Marie was supposed to come out.
Oh yeah.
And then it was just like, well, Eva Marie is suffering from a cold.
I like that
yada
gimmick.
yada.
How did you like that gimmick?
I didn't care for Eva Marie, so I didn't care for the gimmick. To be honest with you,
Okay. I thought that was a clever way. Once they realized that, one, everyone hated her, and two, she was not going to come back.
Right.
I feel like that was creative to be like, okay, well,
it was a great creative
standpoint,
but I really didn't care for her too much. So
he was like, nah.
And I love the fact when she gave Carmella the Rack Attack 2.0, and when she lifted Carmella up, she looked at the camera and was like, I'm back.
Yes. Yo, yeah, Nikki, she has great moments.
She does.
She really does.
She does. I need Brie to be back on her moments. Brie was only Divas champion one time in her career.
I know. I think Brie deserves another good, 6-month, really strong run. Like, she should train OD beforehand and come back for a nice good singles run, nothing with Daniel Bryan, just her, because she was such a good wrestler before.
She was such a good wrestler.
People they don't want to remember that. They don't want to go there because they rather hate on the Bellas. But Brie was dope. So again, First SummerSlam currently for 2019, we have
Natty and Becky.
Yes. Now, how do you feel about I'm always thinking about who is going to be Becky's next feud. And Natty was not on my list.
I've been watching, trying to go back to see when they were feuding. How did it start? And Becky, because Becky posted something on Twitter. You know I live for these Twitter feuds now.
Becky is the man.
Becky's the man.
Because she really was able to use the modern shit to make her persona. She was like, oh, Twitter, everyone's on Twitter. People like to go on Twitter. All right, I'm gonna fucking kill Twitter too. And she really is probably the best at Twitter right now.
She could have my Twitter. Becky, I need you to take over my Twitter. That's just what it is. And I can't seem to find it. But it was literally Becky and Natty going at it on the strength of, Becky's trolling Natty with putting the clover leaf on top of the maple leaf on the Canadian flag.
I love it.
And people was like, yeah, Becky's Canadian's favorite girl. They're not even standing behind Natty.
Yeah.
And coming back to her hometown. You can tell
they're trying so hard to make us not like Becky by having her attack Natty, and then she kicked Finley in the ball.
And the knee. It wasn't the balls, it was the knee.
The knee.
She even came at Fit on Twitter.
Yeah, but it's no one's gonna boo Becky. That's why she's Stone Cold. No one.
She's
no matter what she
Stone
does,
Cold.
We're not gonna boo her. And I'm sorry, Natty, but Canada is probably gonna be behind Becky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like every time Natty has been healed, it never really worked for her.
Yeah.
This Natty, though, this heel Natty,
feeling it.
I'm feeling it. The fire, you see more fire, because I feel like she's really bringing it on some. Yeah. All right, this bitch is really stepping. She's overstepping. She's gonna disrespect me. She's gonna disrespect these legends. Yeah. She's going. I feel like we needed to see this Natty, the cute, kitten loving, and everybody's my friend, and kumbaya Natty. All right, cool, whatever, no problem. This Natty we need to keep.
I've been waiting for this Natty to come out too.
Often.
I've been waiting for this Natty to come out. And I like how they have history outside of WWE.
They do.
Charlotte and Becky, it's oh, we met at NXT. Oh my God, we're besties. But no, they have history. They
from
pulled
Japan.
Up the tapes.
Yeah, they pulled up from Japan.
Now we go way back. Natty is I schooled you, and it's gonna be one of those really good matches between both of them. And then I'm hoping that I love hometown crowds, so I'm hoping Natty gets a really good pop when she comes out.
I feel like the only way she'll get a pop, and that's sad, this is so sad to say, is if, of course, Bret Hart comes out.
I think
but what if Shawn Michaels comes out in Becky's corner?
Oh.
Because remember, Shawn Michaels did disrespect the Canadian flag in Canada, and it was against Bret Hart.
That's true, but I feel like Shawn is good right now. We're supposed to be sympathetic towards him right now, because remember he got kicked by Dolph Ziggler.
You stupid! He didn't have to laugh like that, bro.
He did.
He did get kicked.
He got kicked really bad. When I rewatched it, I was oh shit, by Dolph Ziggler.
And Dolph didn't care, but I feel like Shawn is gonna come out for SummerSlam, especially to be in the Miz's corner.
Oh, me too. That would be interesting. I'm curious to see how Canada is going to respond to that.
So talking about Becky, I just need to put this out there. I don't know if you listened to the audio that Billy Ray did about Becky.
Oh, about her being arrogant?
No.
Oh, more stuff. That she should have been there for Seth?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just like, Becky was there, technically. You saw her. Mm-hmm. Her getting in the... Okay, first of all, how did you feel about Brock Lesnar, like, decimating Seth Rollins like that?
I mean, I was like, oh, shit, that looked brutal. But I was
like literally cringing, and I know I shouldn't cringe because we grew up in Attitude. I was like, bitch, you're cringing for what? But then he
was also like coughing up blood.
That's the part that kind of got me.
And then
that was
kept
excessive.
Emphasizing it. Even when they did the replay, they could be like, ugh. I was like, okay, we get it.
Even Corey was like, right, how many times are you going to see this?
Thank you.
Like, can we stop?
The picture on Instagram was like, come on, like we get it. Like he's mad hurt.
And then it kind of brought some joy to me that Roman and the Usos was like, wait. But they didn't even try to stop the gurney. It was like they scurried past him, like, what? And I'm like, okay, then you saw Becky there. But I feel like Becky wanted to go, but she really couldn't. And then the brawl between the Usos
they probably was like,
and Roman.
Dangerous maybe for her.
Because they knew that Brock was going to do something else. So now...
throw someone with a gurney.
Right.
That's crazy.
So now we have to realize, we have to figure out what's the state of Seth Rollins.
Yep. And I think they said that Seth refuses.
He requested that WWE don't send
to release his medical information.
I just feel like right there, he's about to,
I mean,
be good.
I hope he can at least do SummerSlam.
You're right.
And then hopefully get the belt off of Brock again. But then it's like, I don't even know how I felt about them having another main match anyway, because it's
I'm
just like
so over Brock.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm over it.
So over Brock. Okay, back to the women.
Yeah.
So now we have. You want to do another blast from the past?
Yes. So how did you feel about Team Bad, Team PCB,
and Team Bella?
How did you feel about that whole thing in 2015?
Sorry, I had to yawn. I just didn't want to. I was here for it because we were at a point where we were so sick of 2-minute Divas matches. Like we kept regurgitating. Mm-hmm. Like they kept regurgitating the same matches, it was so like
And AJ Lee can't carry a whole division forever.
And AJ Lee did her little pipe bomb too.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed
it. Just wasn't as extreme as her husband.
Yeah, it felt because it was women, but she
went in
coming for them. We should do an AJ Lee episode.
So we should definitely do an AJ Lee episode. Hopefully one day she could be sitting right there, right here.
Like, hey.
Right. But I was here for it because we did need a change, and like that was around the time when like the women's soccer team was doing amazing. Every woman in every sport that they play respectively. I think that was around the Olympics time too. So every woman in their respective fields was like literally achieving. So you come down to sports entertainment,
they should definitely.
We're gonna be seeing the same thing. So when Stephanie came out and was just like, "All right, Paige, I hear you." So coming up from NXT, and then they had that. I feel like that was one of my favorite moments of all time when it came down to the Divas. Like,
that was a true shit really changed, because the wrestling that they were doing in NXT, compared to what they were doing on the main roster, was like apple and oranges. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait, they're actually wrestling on NXT. Like they're having real competitive matches. Like bring Sasha, come on, Charlotte, Becky, and I it makes sense because that's what they do. Like they put everyone in factions and then they figure out who's going to be the star of each one. So I was like, okay, I get that. That's cool. I did not like people. I don't like Team Bad.
I love Team Bad.
I liked everyone in Team Bad, but I just felt like it just seemed none of them were acting that, and then no one was acting. No one looked like they were acting naturally. Like it was except for Sasha, because she's just normally like a heel. But to me, I was just like, no, like you're trying too hard to act a certain way. And then Naomi's just a better baby face. Like I don't get Naomi as a heel at all. Like I'm just like, no, I love you,
because nobody's ever given that chance to her. And when
she has been a heel.
I'm talking about when she did Team Bad, it was just like, I get it, like the whole angry black girl, rolling neck, rolling finger, snapping, all that. Mm-hmm. I get it. But at the same, I don't know. I just love Team Bad because you got to see them more. And then it became diverse. I mean, granted, there was only 4 of us, but the representation was there.
Yeah.
So I like seeing that. And when they first debuted or whatever, and Sasha had Nikki in a bank statement, and Becky had Brie in Disarmor, so cool. And Charlotte had Alicia Fox and the figure 8 the figure 8. It was just like
such a cool moment.
It didn't dawn on me that those were 3/4 of the 4 horsewomen. Until I rewatched it later on, I was just like, "Yo,
that's a moment you appreciate.
They
more
about to make fucking moves."
Yeah, I have to agree. I appreciated that moment way more. Like even now, because I take shit for like just not seeing Sasha on TV. Like you take shit for granted. You're like, "Oh, Sasha's doing this. Okay, she's in this match. All right, whatever." But then it's like I would do anything to have Sasha out right now. And then a moment like that was so dope. Like imagine how dope it would be right now to have that same, I mean, maybe not the Team Bella, but the same scenario. Sasha has someone in the bank statement. Charlotte has someone in the figure 8. Becky, and at the same damn time. Then and
it's like Bailey don't have a submission move.
She needs to get a submission move.
She needs to get a submission so we can have all 4.
Our 4 horsewomen. I just seen a graphic with Survivor Series. If it was like the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen, I was like, oh my God, that would be so cool. Oh, that would be so cool.
All right.
So I liked team. My favorite out of that was Team PCB because I just loved Paige. And I was just like, okay, I get this. And they just seemed cool together. And then Team Bella. It's Team Bella. You know, they the ones that everyone wanted to come for. Because they was like, nah, y'all taking over shit. So they came up. And that was a good start to everything. And then that's when I feel like things really kicked off. Because then the next year, we had the WrestleMania Triple Threat for the new women's belt. And then after that, we had that epic feud between Sasha and Charlotte, which was so good.
But we also have to go back to that first SummerSlam where we had the match between Bailey and Sasha in NXT.
Oh,
that was the most talked about match.
That was epic.
Like, so and epic. I've seen clips. Because still mentally, I'm not ready to see all that greatness. Like, I'm really mentally.
It's definitely something that you're going to be like, you watched something so dope.
And that was like the first year that was the year I interviewed Roman Reigns.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yes, that was that year. I interviewed Roman Reigns and the Usos and Summer Rae. Yes, I interviewed all of you guys. Mm-hmm. Remember my face. Yeah, and that was just like my editor at the time. She's like, oh my God, everybody's talking about this Sasha Bailey NXT match. Do you watch NXT? And I was like, I really don't watch NXT because I was so used to it's hard to sometimes accept new wrestling stuff.
Yeah, and NXT wasn't what it is now. Like they made it what it is now.
So when I started to watch clips, I was like, oh my gosh. And for a minute I forgot she didn't like she wasn't a fan of wrestling anymore. So I was talking about, she goes, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, my bad. But it just brought that out like, my gosh. That was a dope ass match.
It really was. It really set the tone for whatever evolution was going to come after that. And then when they came, it was dope. And then Charlotte and Sasha, their whole feud was great.
I think that was one of the better feuds.
Oh, yeah. And as far as the revolution that we're talking about since 2013, I think that was probably, at least the main roster, I think that was probably the most, like, significant one. Maybe, I don't know, what about Sasha and, Charlotte and Becky, though?
Not really. It doesn't
hit the same for you?
It doesn't. Mm-hmm. If Becky was more so the man, I mean, yeah, she turned on her at SummerSlam, which we were there for. Sis. Yeah. Like, we were there for that.
No, well, you were at SummerSlam. I was there the next day.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I wish I was there.
Sorry. But when she turned, I was just like,
yeah.
It's about damn time.
So let's just start to talk about 2018. I actually wore my Becky Lynch shirt because I feel like SummerSlam is like the anniversary of Becky Lynch's whole transformation and trajectory to where she is now, because that's when she turned, and that shit caught me. I literally like looked up for a second. I was like, because I was like, oh, Charlotte won. I was so pissed. I was like, and that triple threat with Carmella, I was like,
you knocked her out the way, bro. That's you're supposed to be best friend. Then you was like, I'm
supposed to be in that match. First of all, it's supposed to be Becky versus Carmella. And once again, Charlotte wiggled her way in.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say what I said on that episode?
No.
Of our debate about Charlotte.
That was WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I went back to SummerSlam.
And I agree with you with SummerSlam.
Are you sure?
But once again,
y'all watch that.
And the reason why I say I agree with you is because I said it set up Becky's turn.
Y'all watch that WrestleMania recap.
That's what I said.
And let me know in the comments if she agreed with me about this SummerSlam part.
I did.
Because I don't recall her agreeing with me about SummerSlam.
I agree with SummerSlam, but I also said that they had to put Charlotte in there because it set up Becky's turn, which then set up how she became the man.
Okay. Y'all watch that. Let me know, okay? Okay. Now, 2019, we have Bayley and Ember Moon.
Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. There's 3 women's matches at SummerSlam. Now, if we had a tag team match in there.
Yeah, but your Iconics want to be catching animal diseases
God,
every goddamn episode.
I can't with them. They need to really defend these belts.
It's annoying.
It really is. So, Sasha and, I'm sorry. Sasha, come back.
She wants Sasha
Bayley
to come back.
Bayley and Ember. Love it. I think it's going to be a good match. I'm like, are they trying to make Bayley like, because she's been doing things that's not Bayley like attacking Ember after the match. Like, that's not Bayley like.
Okay, but Bayley hit her with Ember hit her with an eclipse.
That's true. She hit everybody.
She hit everybody with an eclipse.
Would you like to see Ember become SmackDown Women's Champion?
Of course. I would. Would I like her to take it off of Bayley?
See, that's the question.
That's the question. I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
be mad. I think Bayley had a great run. And I think when you're at Bayley's level, you're supposed to then, give Ember the opportunity.
Drop that brass ring.
Yeah. And then whatever happened to, like, building up feuds to where we care. Like, remember what they did with Charlotte and
Sasha?
Becky?
Oh, Becky.
They had, although at some point it got excessive, but they had, like, 2 or 3, like, back and forth, like, type of things. We should do that with Bayley and Ember. Like, let's see feuds, do shit.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, because it's like they're building a "can I trust you" type thing when they go to tagging and stuff like that. So it's just like, all right, we know y'all can't trust each other.
I hope they do
one more
bigger, because, like a bigger thing to make.
SummerSlam is like next week Sunday.
Yeah, like on Tuesday. Hopefully they do something with Bayley and
Ember, like a full brawl
that makes it more like. Because I'm tuning in for that just because, like, it's a good match and I like both of them. But, like, I want to watch it because I'm like, they hate each other. They got beef. Like, I don't have that fire with the Bayley Ember. I have that more so with Natty and Becky, honestly, which is surprising because everyone used to say Natty's boring. But I still see that fire with them too where I'm like, yeah, they're going to. But with Bayley and Ember, I feel like it's Bayley more like, I respect you as a good wrestler, so I'm going to give you a title shot. And then.
Because Bayley's not going to be a heel. Her persona does not let her be a heel. And I feel like if she was to change it, she would lose that fan base. I don't think anybody wants to see Bayley as a heel, but everybody doesn't want to see Bayley being bullied either.
That's true, but then everyone respects Ember and no one's really going to boo Ember either.
You're right.
So that's why I'm just like.
Either with the outcome of that match, I won't be mad either way.
Same. Because I'm glad. I mean, look, Ember's getting a title opportunity on pay-per-view. I know he's hyped because he's a big Ember Moon fan. So, I mean, I'm happy that she's getting that opportunity. I just hope it leads to more and it's not like what they normally do with the other feuds where it's like, okay, one pay-per-view match, okay, next. And then it's like, what was that for kind of thing. So, I think SummerSlam is going to be good this year. And then going back to last year, we had Ronda Rousey become Raw Women's Champion for the first time.
I was there for that.
Alexa.
I was there for that. Okay, so let me say no. Before we go to Ronda and Alexa, can we please go back to my very first time attending SummerSlam and I saw Natty versus Naomi.
Oh yes, 2017.
2017. Yes, 2017. Because I had just got something to Columbia that year. Yes, nice. 2017. And first of all, I was feeling all of the glow.
I love Naomi.
I was so upset that Natty won. But they put on a good-ass match. Like, a great-ass match.
That was a really good match. And I think that's when I realized how much I loved Naomi. I was so for it. I was like, yes, bitch.
But what I don't want to happen is that they repeat that Natty storyline. She takes the belt She wins at SummerSlam. She goes on with it and do whatever. And it's a repetitive ass Becky Natty match. Until we get to the point where we get tired. And, you know. Or we have to hurry this up because I need to get into my predictions. Okay. But seeing that match and seeing Naomi actually have that chance and that shot as a like singles competitor, because I don't think she fought singles at WrestleMania that year. I think she was in that 30 women battle royale.
In 2017?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
It's possible.
So I just feel like her having to be SmackDown's women's champion and, you know, her being in that light, I appreciated it because, like I said, the representation was there.
Yeah, and she's a great athlete. She's a great performer. So, like, it helps that she's black, but I think Naomi deserves a championship.
She does. She deserves another one. It's been like a whole 2 years now.
Yeah.
She hasn't been champion.
Where is she?
She was just fighting. Was she not just fighting last week?
Maybe.
Yeah, she was just fighting.
The fact that I don't remember
says a lot.
Says a lot. Yeah.
Okay, and now we have. I don't think she's fighting this year, which sucks.
She's not. So we have 2018. The man becomes the man.
Ronda
becomes champion. SummerSlam was actually pretty good last year.
Which I was there for that too.
Yeah, and as far as women's matches goes, those were really good. And
Tim, I was at 3 SummerSlams.
I don't know.
17, 18, 19? No, 19.
No. So
17, 18. Yeah. The other ones I just attended, like Raw and SmackDown. I was never at SummerSlam. Okay.
Nice. I wonder where it's going to be next year.
Somewhere so what are your
close predictions?
Okay, so my predictions for this Natty Ronda match. I mean, Natty Ronda match. Sorry. Natty Becky match. Being that I said I don't want them to do the same thing as with Natty between the Natty and Naomi match, I feel like Ronda is gonna come back. Oh, she's gonna come out, and she's either gonna insert herself in the match, to where like they do some type of weird thing where Ronda wins the belt off of Becky, or Ronda just comes and brutally attacks Becky. Becky still wins. But now it's going to be a feud between Natty, Ronda, and then Ronda, Becky. Like that whole triple threat thing. That's good.
That is good. I would be here for that because I wanted Natty to turn on Ronda anyway. I thought that would actually make me the most interested in Natty I have ever been. And I like Natty. I love her as a person or like as a wrestler, but I've never been like invested like I want, except for the Ruby Riott feud. That was good. I was like, okay, I'm with that. She showed a different side of herself, but that triple threat situation, I think, could be really dope. Like, because I would like if Ronda came to help Becky and then Natty turned around and was like, I didn't need your help. Like, I think that would be dope.
Yeah, but Ronda helping Becky is not going to happen.
No, I mean, Ronda helping Natty and then Natty being like, thanks, but I didn't need your help type shit. I think that would be dope. All right, so what about Bayley and Ember?
That's a toss-up for me. I don't know.
Ooh, SmackDown. I would love to see Ember beat Bayley to become champion, but like not in like a somebody interfered or anything like that. Like I want Ember to like legit.
And being that their wrestling skills are they somewhat similar, but they're completely different too.
But really good. They're gonna have a good match. Really, really
Trish
good match.
And Charlotte. Yeah,
I already know Charlotte's gonna win.
Yeah,
but hopefully
maybe
it's
not
a good match
because they're in Canada.
True. I
mean, I'm kind of okay with it, but
yeah, I would be okay with. I would be okay either way. We know Charlotte's gonna put on a great match, and then it's Canada, so Trish is gonna get that hometown,
just like Natty
love, and it's gonna. I like SummerSlam this year. Yeah. The fact that there's 3 women's matches, it could be 4, but I think this is gonna be good,
and hopefully Seth comes back. So before we wrap up, night of SummerSlam, those wrestling girls will be at Jabba viewing party.
Yes. So if you live, I always say, if you live in the New York, New Jersey area and you're like, I don't want to watch wrestling pay-per-views by myself, Jobber Tears throws a party for every single pay-per-view at Legends Bar right in Midtown, and it's dope. There's drink specials. So we will be there because Peter Rosenberg will be there from Hot 97, and we're both huge fans, and Krista works with him. And it's going to be a lit night, so you can come and
enjoy and have fun
with
those
wrestling girls. And don't forget to enter our giveaway. We are giving away a bunch of shit, including a memorable chair from a very dope wrestling event and other stuff. And leave your predictions for SummerSlam, some of your favorite SummerSlam moments in the comments, and maybe we'll continue this conversation on Twitter.
Surely will. And on that note, I'm Krista B.
And it's Queen PR.
And those wrestling girls are out.